Outside the district court building in the nation's capital, Teamster boss James Hoffa surrenders to U.S. Marshals to begin serving an 8-year prison term for jury tampering. With his raincoat covering handcuffs, Hoffa arrives at federal prison in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. He said his attorneys would continue his fight while he's in jail. Parole is possible in 32 months. At $100,000 annually, he's the nation's highest paid prisoner. NASA investigators continue their probe of the tragic flash fire that killed Apollo astronauts Grisson, White, and Chaffee. The blackened shell of their capsule may still hold the clue to the cause of the swiftly spreading flames. While scientists develop a fireproof fabric for Apollo spacesuits and a new hatch that will open in 3 seconds, America's man on the moon timetable still aims for a landing by 1970. In a surprise move, New York Republicans choose James Meredith, civil rights figure. He opposes Adam Clayton Powell, the excluded congressman, in a special election. Harlem citizens generally voiced anger toward the Columbia University law student. Powell dismissed him with, "Meredith who?" Mass demonstrations continue in South Vietnam, protesting stepped-up Viet Cong terrorist acts, peace feelers by foreign politicians, and reports of an exile government allegedly established in Paris. Particular targets were French President de Gaulle and U.S. Senators Fulbright and Robert Kennedy for publicly urging peace talks now. Sotheby's, world-famous British auction house, cancels the scheduled sale of precious Armenian gospel manuscripts valued at some $1.5 million. They were mysteriously removed from the Armenian cathedral in Jerusalem. Church prelates insisted they be returned. The illuminated manuscripts, some of them 700 years old, came to the auction block through a seller whose identity was withheld, but Sotheby's claimed his credentials were genuine. Following the auction cancellation, the treasures returned to the Jerusalem Cathedral with no further public explanation on either side. At the Bochum Planetarium, an observatory station in West Germany, designers show futuristic space-oriented fashions suitable for the best-dressed ladies in the year 2000. It really doesn't matter where the lady establishes residence. These styles presumably will be in on the Moon, Mars, Venus, or even that quaint old-fashioned planet, Earth. From her jumbo earrings to her tiny feet, this charmer displays what might be the perfect casual outfit for catching the weekend rocket shuttle to visit friends in any of the outer space suburbs. Seems like a real fun crowd. Looks like there's a method in their modness. The world's largest and longest ski race gets underway in Sweden. The so-called Vasaloppet attracted no less than 6,404 contestants ready to meet the challenge of the 53-mile course. Nearly every cross-country skier in the world participates in this 43rd annual event. Refreshment stops are part of the camaraderie. The menu, meatballs and blueberry soup. A 5-hour race and a Swedish tradition. Championship soccer action at Wembley Stadium as the Queen's Park Rangers score against West Bromwich Albion in the Cup final. As 100,000 fans watch, Rangers play an aggressive game after trailing 2-0. Score now 2-2. Rangers are traditionally known as a strong second-half team. The Rangers' Lazarus boots in the tiebreaker to give them the cup, the first third division club ever to win the title. Former Minnesota Viking quarterback Fran Tarkenton is traded to the New York Giants in pro football's biggest deal. Giant coach Allie Sherman cites Tarkenton's ability, leadership, and experience. Allie appears quite pleased. Perhaps he's thinking of Tarkenton's talent for scrambling out of the passer's pocket to complete long throws. Or he may remember his fine play calling and ball handling during his 6 seasons with the Vikings. Tarkenton has ranked among the NFL's top 10 passers since his All-American days at the University of Georgia. He's expected to be the Giants' answer to Joe Namath's colorful New York Jets quarterback. Fran Tarkenton, new life for the Giants, who have known past glory. In Montreal, 28 ski-mobiles get off to a fast start in the 2nd annual World Championship. This is no Sunday family outing. The drivers compete on a semi-oval track at high speed. Enthusiasts compare this event with the Le Mans road race. Some champion ski-mobiles can be souped up to whiz over the snow at 90 miles an hour. These entries came from throughout North America. One contestant even comes from Finland. A fast start leads to a faster finish. An American, Steve Abbey, is the trophy winner, world's fastest sit-down skier.